Thank you for watching this video on investors in Ghana. Who they are, what they invest in, where they invest, and how you can meet or contact them. You're in good hands. My team has substantial multi-decade experience in working with African investors. I've run an African stock exchange and an investment bank focused on Africa. And my team runs AFSIC Investing in Africa, perhaps Africa's most important investment event. There's a lot of information in this video, but if you really want to get maximum benefit from our experience, whether you're an investor yourself or you want to apply for investment from a Ghanaian investor, make sure that you subscribe to our email list or contact us so that we can send you further details on the next steps. All the links required are below this video in YouTube, or if you're on our webpage, the links will be on the website. Before we start, if you're looking to raise money from an investor in Ghana, I strongly recommend that you join our Africa business community today absolutely for free. Again, links are in the YouTube video description if you're watching on YouTube, and on our webpage if you're on one of our websites, dashboards or portals. Once you've joined our Africa business community, we'll promote you and your investment opportunity in Ghana free of charge. Okay, so let's get going and talk about Ghanaian investors. First, what type of investors are there that focus on Ghana? Well, actually, there's not a simple answer, as there are quite a number of ways in which you can segment investors in Ghana. For instance, by the business sector in which they invest, or where they're based. Clearly, a number of investors in Ghana are based in Ghana, but a larger number of investors who can invest into Ghana are actually based globally, perhaps in the US, Europe, Asia, UK, or even elsewhere in Africa. And as mentioned before, we've built up a very extensive list of these investors, so don't forget to join our Africa business community today. We do need to start looking at Ghanaian investors somewhere, so let's start looking at investors who make investment decisions wholly on behalf of themselves or the company that they work for. This is versus professional investors who are paid to invest on behalf of third parties. In other words, they're investors investing on behalf of other investors. People who invest for their own benefit are often called private investors. They could be successful businessmen or women based inside or outside Ghana who invest directly into companies, shares or funds in Ghana, looking to make money specifically for themselves. The richest of these individuals may have set up their own investment operations, often called family offices. Or they could be companies looking to grow in Ghana. For instance, a large renewable energy company in France may look to buy or invest into renewable energy companies in Ghana or elsewhere in Africa. The key here is that both the companies and the individuals in this case are looking for investments solely to benefit themselves. And there are literally hundreds of thousands of these investors who might be interested in looking into investing into any business project or concept in Ghana. Most will be companies or individuals based outside Ghana. So what are the different characteristics between the corporates and private investors? Well, in general, corporate investors make larger investments than private investors. However, corporate investors are likely to be highly restricted to investing only into companies in their exact same or similar type of business. Private individual investors will, with only a small number of exceptions, invest smaller amounts than professional investors, but because they are investing on their own behalf, they have much greater flexibility in what they can invest into when you compare them to professional investors who have their hands tied as to what they can invest into by their investment parameters or mandate. Private individual investors who put money into very early stage projects in Ghana are known as angel or venture capital investors. And while there are a large number of these types of investors, the difficulty is often finding out who they are and what they're looking for. They may be based outside of Ghana and have perhaps little networks within Ghana, and as a result never get shown investment opportunities that might be of interest to them. To facilitate the flow of information on business and investment opportunities to these types of investors, our team runs a Digital Africa Business Opportunities Dashboard, which is designed to bring all sorts of investment opportunities to the forefront of private investors' attention. So look for the links below the video on YouTube or on the web page if you're on one of our websites, dashboards or portals, so you can add yourself to our Africa Business Community today free if you want your project to be discovered by this type of investor. Okay, so we've talked about the type of investors, including private investors, family offices, and companies who are looking to invest into Ghana on their own behalf. The other type of investor is a professional investor. Professional investors get paid to invest other people's money. This type of investor is generally regulated in the home country by the National Financial Services Authority and is often referred to as an institutional investor or fund manager. Fund managers who are based in Ghana, who invest in Ghana, may be based in Ghana, elsewhere in Africa, or even outside Africa. Each country in Africa has its own local institutional investors who generally prefer to invest into their own country, perhaps because they know the investment conditions best, or exchange control regulations force them to invest internally. Some countries in Africa, such as Egypt, Morocco, Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa, have very well developed local fund management industries. For instance, in South Africa, Old Mutual, Sanlam, and Allan Gray are well-known investment funds. Ghana has a reasonably well-developed fund management industry. But there are also a large number of institutional investors based outside of Africa, for instance in the UK, US, France, Germany, Switzerland, and so on, who can range in size from very small to those managing billions of US dollars of investment. And this type of investor is most often severely restricted in what they can invest into, although a few, like hedge funds, may have an unrestricted ability to invest into what they fancy at any particular time. In general, there's no point asking a fund manager who specializes in investing into agriculture companies in Ghana to look at investing into a new and exciting Ghanaian mining company, as most likely, however much they may like the investment merits of the mining company and investment opportunity, they will simply not be allowed to invest in it as a result of prohibitions included in their constitution, or what's known as investment mandate. As a result, you need to understand the investment mandates or parameters of these investors before you approach them. A common restriction for investors in Ghana is based on sector, business sector. For instance, some may be restricted to the tech or financial services sector, others to investments that are impact focused. There are also further restrictions on the types of investments that a fund manager can make. Some are restricted to investing in shares listed on African stock exchanges, like the Ghana Stock Exchange. They're known as public equity investors or listed equity investors. Others are the opposite and can only invest in companies that are not listed on a stock exchange, and they're known as private equity investors. Others provide debt finance, and some specialize in trade finance. Knowing what each investor focuses on is important in learning which investor might be of greatest assistance to you in raising funding. As a reminder, we've developed one of the largest networks of investors globally focused on countries like Ghana and elsewhere in Africa. And if you subscribe to our mailers, contact us, or become a member of our Africa business community today, then we'll keep you updated on the various options that we offer for you to connect with these investors. Joining is free, so why not do it while you're watching this video? So we've discussed the difference between private and company investors investing on their own behalf and institutional investors who manage money for a fee for other investors. We've also talked about the fact that some investors focus solely on specific business sectors and others can only invest in certain types of investment instruments, for example, listed shares or private shares. Now it's time to discuss how to meet or connect with them. And that's another area where we can really assist you. We have a number of digital platforms that are free for you to use, where you can upload your investment idea and it can then be reviewed by our large network of investors and parties interested in Africa. As mentioned before, these are free to use. First, we suggest you follow the links as to how to join our Africa business community free. Once you're a member, you'll be able to post your own business and investment opportunities onto our Africa Business Opportunities dashboard. For those wanting to meet the Africa investors at a physical event, I highly recommend attending our AFSIC Investing in Africa event, which is perhaps Africa's most important investment event and a great place to connect with investors focused on Africa. So on that note, I'd like to thank you very much for having watched this video. Don't forget, your next step is to become a member of our Africa business community today. It's free, so why not do that right now? Thank you.